Hatapu, Heru Nefer, Heru Nefer. Excited to be with you today. Hope everything is well with you. Let's get it in and talk about today's adumbration. All right. So we're going to jump right in, get into our adumbration. And what we want to be doing today is we're going to focus on that response from ward off to the right, what that looks like. We're going to review sunrises over the mountain. We're going to review sunsets. We're going to review ward off to the right. Then we're going to look at grasp the bird's tail. We're going to spend this session and next session on grasp the bird's tail because it involves more than just the movement of the arms. It's the first major step. I call it the leap of faith. And so it's hugely important that in terms of just doing the form, it takes a little more time to get this particular position because we're learning how to trust the body, trust the legs. That's why I call it the leap of faith. The other piece is that in modern places, in terms of application, we want to be able to create the space where you can see the dynamic nature of what Tai Chi Chuan is doing, moving in multiple areas at the same time, multiple vectors at the same time. And as such, it can be used in multiple ways depending on how you see your body moving and where the potential opponent is. So I'm going to set that up. As always, we're going to start with some Asar Stance and some all-over body check-in as we complete our Shiasha, or bow in and bow out. Of course, we'll get to our wisdom from the sages of the ages. And of course, we'll bow out. So that's it. Let's get it in. All right, here we go. Start from our Wu Chi position. To all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher from your Wu Chi position. I want you to step to the left and pivot, get those feet parallel, shoulders width. Bring those hands up, and we're going to go rotate. We start the all-over body check-in from a standing position today. Change direction. And again, for those of you that this is difficult, you can also do it seated. All right, here we go with the toes. One toe at a time. Working your way down from the big toe to the pinky toe. Bringing it back to the straight and parallel, shifting the weight. Right, placing it down and wiggling the toes. Start with the big toe, work our way around, all the way down to the pinky toe. Bring it back to the straight and parallel, let those hands come down. And get the shoulder going. Down to the front. Make sure you got your bellows breathing going, work the other shoulder. As you can see, we're moving towards a more direct east relationship. Take the shoulder forward with the sun coming in through our glass. So we rejoice in these times, getting the direct sunlight. All right, now we start with the hand. I'll step in. Nope, be here where you can see it a lot better. The beauty is that because of the nature of the light, we have some adjustments. All right, wiggle the fingers, one at a time. Change direction. Wiggle the fingers, one at a time. All right. Let's bring it in. Wu Chi. I'm going to rotate the neck, arm from side to side. Again, you want to go using the full range of motion that you can get. Best of your ability. Then we get here, we're going to go up and down from the same direction. And go to the right. Same thing, up and down. Bring it to the front, up and down. Take your head around in a circle. Other direction. All right, let's get it now front and center. All right, so we're in our Wu Chi position, come into pyramid hands. Going to shift that weight right on into our Asar Stance position. Open those hands and let's get it in. Pyramid hands. Now take the right hand and drop it beneath the navel. Bring the left hand into the chest. Neither hand or arm touching the body. And extend the right arm. Excuse me, it's the left. And we're going to trace the Tai Chi diagram. Bring it back to front and center. Pyramid hands. Drop that left hand, bring the right in. Pyramid hands. Holding the golden orbs. Into oneness. Into the turtle. Drawbridge. Point the hands between the legs. Into oneness. Grab it through the chute. Into oneness. Right hand on top of the left hand, palms up, thumbs touching, arm and hands not touching the body. Rotate the left hand on top, palms are facing each other. You'll see a ball of golden white light like the sun in between the palms of the hands. Into oneness. Chin down into the turtle, out to the drawbridge. Point the hands. Into oneness. Pyramid hands. Shifting all the way to the right, sliding that left foot into Wuchi position. Hands down, shake it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. All right. We're going to start from feet parallel, shoulders width. We're going to go through short form. Here we go. Sinking down. All right, so we get it in. Now, we're going to go over sunrises and sunsets. So remember, sunrises is about defining your personal intimate space boundaries. So it's all one motion, sunrises over the mountain and sunsets. I want to break it down into 3 movements. So we've worked on sunrises, which is bringing the hands up in this curved portion over the mountain and sunsets. Let's see, right? Up, over, and then the sun sets. So sunrises is designed for you to meet your opponent at their tangent point on your curve, right in here. And to alter the direction here, so it just depends on where you reach the contact. And then you bring them down with your weight, okay? So that's real simple. Sunrises, sets, and then we talked about ward off. What happens with ward off is that the arms move, the body shifts, it comes off of that center line. It's there, here, and then you take it and extend it. Okay? And so this extension is really what opens up this ability to step and strike in here. Okay? So if we come from grass from here, from ward off to the right, you're going to shift, you're going to step, you're going to shift the weight and pivot. And as you pivot, you're bringing the hips and waist and shoulder around, you're bringing the arms up. So you're going to grasp the bird's tail and stroke it. So there are multiple pieces here. All right, we're going to start from the legs up. Okay, so you've gotten out of the way. You're then stepping under. Person's leg is here. You turn. And because they're here, as you turn, you're taking them to the ground. Okay? Using the hip. Want you to see it. It's here, here. All right? So there are 2 ways. You can take them off the hip. So that as they step, as you step behind their leg here, you can take them from this hip. Okay? The other way, if they're coming here, once they're still here, you can take them here and their body is here, and you can take them across the leg and take them to the ground that way. Okay. The other way this works is if you're out of position, say we're here, they're coming directly at you. This is a way to redirect their motion with your right hand. So the right hand is already here on top. The left hand comes underneath and meets them here in their rib cage. So it's here as you step forward to meet them while rotating their body. All right. And there's a lot more, but want to really have you focus on those, which is the footwork. And that's why the footwork is so important. And the footwork is important, which is why Asar Stance is so important. Got it? All right. So now we're going to shorten it today because that's a lot for us to grab all at once. We're going to get in and get our wisdom from the sages of the ages. Today is just going to be from the essence of Tai Chi. And it's on agility, which is from the 5-Character Secret by Li Yu. If the body is clumsy, then in advancing or retreating, it cannot be free. Therefore, it must be agile. Once you raise your arm, you cannot appear clumsy. The moment the force of the opponent touches my skin and hair, my mind is already penetrating their bones. When holding up the arms, the breath is threaded together continuously. When the left side is heavy, it then empties and the right side is already countering. When the right is heavy, it empties and the left is already countering. The chi in the breath is like a wheel and the whole body must mutually coordinate. If there is any uncoordinated place, the body becomes disordered and weak. The defect is to be found in the waist and legs. First, the mind is used to order your body. Follow the opponent and not yourself or your own inclination. Later, your body can follow your mind, and you can control yourself and still follow the opponent. When you follow only yourself, you're clumsy. But when you follow or coordinate with the opponent, you're lively. When you can follow your opponent, then your hands can distinguish and weigh accurately the amount of their force and measure the distance of their approach with no mistake. Advancing and retreating, everywhere the coordination is perfect. After studying for a long time, your technique will become skillful. Thank you all so much for your attendance and participation today and your presence. I bid you Hetep, peace. We bow out. We say to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. Ashe. Paying our respects to our ancestors and honoring the eternal witness of earth and sky, bid you Hetep.